dance with Ben Frank. Jonathan New dance and Jamaica and Frank. Yeah, on the river, on the bank. Kick out the shoes because you put them no cramp. When you step in the river, on the bank. Jonathan New dance and Jamaica and Frank. Yeah, down the flank, we a go down the flank. Like a baller, we go down the flank. You're cheap, pretty, and get in your tank. But the new dance, you know where people can't pull. Give them a run, man. Give them a run. Give them a run, we and the girls that have come cool. Give them a run. Give them a run. Give them a run, we and the girls that have come cool. I've been loved dance before, yeah, but I've never seen a dance like this. I've been loved dance before, yeah, but I don't wanna come top the list.
Yo, what is up, people? What is going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. We are here to watch another episode of The Acolytes. And I know a lot of people didn't like last week's episode. Well, a few people didn't like it. I thought it was good. It was definitely something that I watched 3 times, so that's interesting. Just waiting for Danny Graham to pop in here. Chris Knight said he's going to come in here too as well. So when those guys pop in and the show starts, we will get it on and pop in. The link is there for anybody that wants to come in and watch it with us. Any thoughts? Any thoughts on this episode? Is it going to be good? Shifty says it's going to be a flashback, but yeah, I don't know. I hope it's not a flashback. I don't want to see another flashback. That's for damn sure. So we shall see what this episode is like. And that is correct. If y'all missed it, last Thursday was my 36th birthday. It was a great time. Had a few people up in here, so make sure you go and check out the replay, watch a scream, played some Jeopardy. It was fun. It's definitely fun. But yeah, Acolytes tonight. So should be interesting. We shall see. Like I said, if anybody wants to pop in, they can just click the link in the chat and they can watch it with us. If not, you can watch it on your own. It's all good. No worries. No worries whatsoever. Just hope these guys got the link. Put them in the chat there. Doesn't look like anybody's seen it, but oh well. I know Danny said he's ready and he's going to be here to watch it. So we shall see. A lot of people are hating on the show. I don't think it's great, but I don't think it's the worst thing Disney Star Wars has ever done. That hands down is Boba Fett. Yes, the Book of Boba Fett was absolutely the worst. You know what? Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should rank the Disney Star Wars shows from worst to worst, because I don't want to say best to worst, because there really is no best. So maybe it's worst to worst, you know? Which show is worse than the other? Book of Boba Fett is the worst. Kenobi would probably be second. Then Ahsoka. Then this, then Mando. What up, Danny?
What's up, Bo?
What's going on? You good?
Good, man.
I was ranking the Star Wars shows from worst to worst.
Worst
I can't
to best?
say no, I can't say best to best because there are no best, so it's worst to worst.
No.
So if you had to rank them, what would you be ranked them? Let's go with best to worst.
Best
or
to
worst
worst.
to yeah,
Worst to best.
Worst
The
to
worst to me because I didn't even see it. You talking about Disney Star Wars on Disney Plus?
Yeah, Disney Star Wars shows.
Gotta be Andor because I've never seen it.
Shit, I forgot about Andor. Yeah.
That'd be my worst. Probably The Bad Batch.
That's up there. I didn't even finish it.
Then after The Bad Batch would probably be Boba Fett. Then probably Ahsoka. Then Kenobi. Kenobi. Then it would be
I think
No,
it's just
no. Let me be before. Right after Boba Fett would be this
yes. Okay.
Acolyte. Then it would be Ahsoka, then Mandalorian, and then the best. I think Ahsoka probably the best one I've seen.
Okay. So you'd probably say Kenobi and then Ahsoka?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Mandalorian's the best.
Oh, Mandalorian. Okay, yeah, Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian is number 1. Kenobi is number 2. Ahsoka is number 3. And this is 4. Boba Fett is 5. Bad Batch, and then Andor.
You know what? I think I could get with that. Andor's the worst. Bad Batch, like I couldn't even finish the last season of Bad Batch. I just
The last season
I
was the
lost.
best. It was
Was
the
it?
best.
I
Yeah.
lost so much interest in it, Danny. I was just like, you know
Man.
what?
Them cats was on a different level the last.
I think after the second episode, I stopped watching it. Maybe it's third or something like that. I stopped watching it. So I would say, yeah, Andor, Bad Batch, Book of Boba Fett. Hold on. Yeah, Book of Boba Fett. Is Bad Batch worse than Book of Boba Fett? No. Andor, Book of Boba Fett, Bad Batch.
Oh my God, no.
This, Ahsoka, no, Kenobi, Ahsoka, and then Mando. And Kenobi only gets that nod because of the fight with him and Darth Vader was good, and some of the stuff he did with when he was fighting Reva was good. But other than that,
I like it.
yeah, I know. But they literally hid Leia under a jacket and walked through the Imperial base, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
But ain't none of them force sensitive.
yeah, but he
So it's
hid Leia.
possible.
No, he hid Leia under his coat. You could see that he was hiding her walking through. Do you remember that part?
Well, they always treated the stormtroopers like they were idiots. So that's okay.
I guess, but yeah, that was it. It was all right, I guess, Kenobi. But what are your predictions for this episode, Danny?
I don't know.
Are we getting a good episode? Or are we getting
We probably get a little bit of flashback.
Man, I hope we don't.
If it flashbacks, I think that Soul is going to be telling. You think he's talking to May? I mean, Osha, but he's actually talking to May. Then he's going to tell her what happened, and then we're going to see the flashback. We may see what happened in the fire, and then it's going to flip back over to the Sith, and he think he's got May, but he's actually got Osha, and then he's going to be doing whatever he do. I think it's going to go back and forth between those two.
I got you.
I don't know how good the dialogue going to be because the actress that plays May and Osha, she's kind of struggling. But
I agree.
The Sith and the Soul and Master Soul, if they can carry the scenes, then it might be okay. I don't think we're going to see any lightsaber action. Or very little.
So. I hope so. You know what I mean?
I don't think we're going to see no more lightsaber action until either the next episode or the 8th episode, whenever. They're probably going to have to get back to Coruscant or either call for reinforcements. And then that's when you'll see the Green Lady with that whip lightsaber. I think that's going to be like.
Oh, yeah.
And they might at the end of this, because I think it's a master out there. They might show him contacting the master.
I think there's a master too.
Yeah, I think there's a master.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see him maybe contact somebody, and we might see like a shadow of him or hear a voice, and then that'll set up 7, and then 7 probably semi action packed. Then I think the 8th is when they're gonna try and pull out the whole kitchen sink and everything.
Yeah, but that's kind of an issue to me, right? The fact that they always trying to, cram, and Marvel does it too. They cram everything into the last episode, and then they still give us like a 30-minute episode. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they got the last episode. I would make it at least 45 minutes.
I
If it was
agree.
me,
I agree.
then try to tie all the loose ends up. Okay, this. But I'm afraid, like Disney Plus series, really usually don't stick the landing. So I mean, the only landing they truly stick was the Luke Skywalker, in my opinion. I mean, they stuck that one, buddy.
I think that was the best ending. Not only just the Luke Skywalker moment, but even the emotion with Mando and Baby Yoda, Grogu, when
Yeah,
he had to get rid
Grogu.
of him and stuff. Yeah, it took off his
Mhm.
helmet. They caught emotion there, which was really good. The only problem is, really chill.
What are you saying?
Chill. He said he's caught up. Send me the link. All right, I'm gonna send you the link. Chill. But I know you coming in just to bounce before it starts. It's okay, but
Oh,
here you
6. Send the link. I'm caught up. Wow.
go.
You know he ain't watched. He ain't watched it since the second episode he watched with us. Third episode.
100%. The link is in the Twitter chat. Chill. It's gonna be interesting. I hope they stick the landing though. Hold on, chill. Hold on, I got you.
Hey,
What up, yo?
what's up? What's up? Let me put some headphones in for this.
Man, you know you're trolling. You know you're trolling. Why you going through the motion? You know you're not gonna watch the whole episode with us.
Facts. Facts.
Oh,
Facts.
something just
Hey.
happened. T'Challa just
Oh.
called me. I gotta go. Bye.
Oh, do you remember what Shifty said the name of this episode was going to be?
What?
So, the opposite of the third one or whatever it was.
Yeah, well, it's called Teach/Corrupt. So he was way off on that one again.
Oh. But he was rattling that day and night. I'm like, what in the world? Where you get this information from?
Yeah, he was right on that. I agree. I put the link.
They're doing the smart thing where they make the title one thing, or then the next week's it's the opposite word, and that's probably what he was going for.
He did.
Pretty creative.
And he said this one was going to be something else, but I can't remember.
Redemption or something like that or something.
Yeah. The link's in the private chat, guys, and it dropped. So let me know when you're ready, and we will get this
already. Got it open. I see a green-headed Baldo.
Yes.
You just clicked on that, and here come the Disney Plus.
I did.
Here I leave because I'm not watching this crap. Go watch Zack Attack reviews, everybody.
Really? Really?
You know what? I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing it again. I knew it. You know what I mean? Even though he fronting, I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. But you ready to go, Danny?
Yep.
All right. Hold on. Let me just play here.
I don't even like the way she talked.
Yeah, I don't like it either. All right, here we go. Flashback.
The music is kind of like Scary.
You know?
Now he shouldn't realize that this is not girl. She shouldn't have the tattoo on her forehead, should she?
Yeah. And Osha has one on her arm. I don't think May has that one, right? So
Soul has to see the tattoo on her forehead.
absolutely.
Is it freezing up?
Mm-hmm.
Mine ain't nice. But it looked kind of like the island where Luke was at.
You know? Unknown planet.
That looked like Luke's planet to me, buddy.
Tough.
The world them things is. Like some chicken I don't want to eat.
Facts.
Already, this don't make sense. I thought he said he had to kill everybody.
You know? What? You still can't tell?
He couldn't feel her.
You know what I mean?
Doing something ominous.
What the hell's that creature just sneaking around the ship for?
Joking.
And nobody feels nothing. They don't see nothing. They don't.
Bunch of bull jive.
You know? Oh, please.
They showing booty and stuff on doggone.
I thought they were going to
stuff?
show. I thought they were going to do that, Danny. Like, what are we doing? What?
So he know who she is. Now how can he feel it and doggone Soul can't?
Exactly.
I think his story is gonna be more interesting than the Jedi story.
You know?
He's so dumb.
You know? In a galaxy far, far away. Of course.
Terry, they make the Jedi look so dumb.
You know what I mean?
He immediately know who she was, and Soul can't even sense nothing.
Exactly.
Comedy relief here.
Yeah.
Not needed.
At all. No, easy, just like an iPhone. Power and the up button, and you reset it.
Wow. Hello. Okay.
Just so the power goes back on. Of course.
What did he do?
He stunned her.
So he must know that she was May.
Yeah.
Okay, he ain't stupid as I thought he was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but he hiding stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. That's pretty interesting.
And he left just as they came, so
So he might be the master.
yeah.
If he's the master, that's a curveball I didn't see.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
And now they're trying to recruit all both of them to be their pupils, must be.
This guy's probably Master Soul's apprentice.
Yep.
Which is this?
Yep. Now you're gonna build a lightsaber. Must be all that stuff. It's a saber and a whip. Like she knows something too.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
You know? It's almost over though, so we're not gonna get no answers.
That place thing ain't got no eyepieces, so when he just completely using the force when he fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Shades of Vader.
Mm-hmm.
What should be standing in front of her when she take it off? Oh!
Really?
I tell you.
Really? Oh my god. This
one thing I will say, man, it gets you like, okay, I gotta watch next week's episode. So they get
next week's episode, you saying?
Yeah. I said it got you saying, man, I gotta watch next week's episode where they left it hanging. Because now you don't know whether or not Soul bad, you don't know if this guy here was done wrong. It's a lot of questions. At least for me it is.
No, there's a lot of questions, absolutely. I just not sure I pretty much care for the answer.
Wow.
To be honest with you.
Wow.
I mean, come on. We got an episode of them doing nothing. You know what I mean? Absolutely
the story,
nothing.
though.
Bro, we're on going on episode 7. If they gotta still set the story, there's bad writing.
I think that's character development there, man. I usually don't pull that card out, man, but now we know a lot more about. You know, he's a former Jedi. He was cast aside. We see there's something that Soul's trying to hide, and also the Green Lady, she's trying to keep it from the High Council. So, like, she's trying to clean up some mess or something. So, I'm trying to figure out what What happened? What are they trying to do?
Yeah, it doesn't.
So you ain't remotely interested in that?
No, not really.
Wow.
Honestly, no. I think they're just dragging it out way too long. You know what I mean? Like, we got 2 episodes left, and what are they gonna do? Give us a full reveal in the last episode? I
think they're gonna start the battle, the final battle, whatever it is. Then episode 8 is gonna be like where they spend all the money to make this epic fight scene or something. Is what I'm thinking.
How long was this episode? This episode was
maybe 32 minutes, something like that, maybe.
About 32 minutes, yeah. Okay, no wait. It's 30 minutes exactly. 32. Whatever. Yeah, so we got maybe the last episode will be a little bit longer, but this to me was a nothing burger episode. This absolutely absolutely was a nothing burger episode. It was just like, okay. I mean, we kind of had the idea that he was a fallen Jedi in the last episode, because when he meets Soul acts like he knows him, and then when he kills,
Soul asked him like, "Who are you?" And he said, "You don't remember me." And then the other guy, he knew him, the one he snapped his neck. He
right,
like, you,
yeah,
but
right.
But you don't know whether he was saying, "Is it you?" From when he saw it. Well, they saw him in the store, so they didn't. Why wouldn't they recognize him back then? When they went to the planet, they saw him in the store.
Maybe that's why he said you, because they saw him in the store. Yeah, that could be a possibility. But
Soul didn't recognize him because he would have recognized him in the store if he was a fallen Jedi.
Yeah. Well, maybe the green chick knows who it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe the green chick.
The master.
But I mean, even if he was a Jedi and Soul was a Jedi at the time, they should have crossed paths or something. You know what I mean? So, what was he a Jedi before Soul, or?
I think there are thousands of Jedis though. Are they going to cross every? You going to cross every Jedi?
Well, I mean, it seems like they all train on Coruscant, right? So sooner or later, you know what I mean? There's somebody had to have trained him. Somebody has to know who he is if he's a Jedi.
I've been in the military, bro. I've been on base before. You can walk by and not know everybody.
Yeah, but somebody knows who it is. That's what I'm saying. Right. So Soul may not know, or the guys he killed, but somebody in that Jedi Council is supposed to know who he is.
The High Council should have a record of everybody.
Or some crap. I don't know. We'll see when we get more answers next week. I just think we could have got something this episode to make it a little bit more interesting. But like I said on the roundtable, it was going to be another boring episode, and I was right. That was right. I would like to hear what Shifty has to say, but we know Shifty's probably going to be like,
I don't think it was boring, bro. I was
really.
I was into it.
Really?
I want to see next week, man.
I
won't say.
I'm gonna watch it.
Some of the acting wasn't good, but the story get me like, man. So is he fallen Jedi? What I want to know.
Interesting. Okay, I'm glad. I just think for me it's like fluff. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we're gonna get all of this.
Now, there were some parts in all the Star Wars movies was just like that.
In all the movies?
In all the movies, there were parts of all 9 of Star Wars movies that was just like that right there. 30 minutes of fluff.
Which, give me one.
All of them.
30 minutes of fluff?
Okay, let me see. Let me think of A New Hope. A New Hope for a long time when he was first met Ben and going to the bar and the time between like when he met Han, before he met Han and he's on the water farm, whatever you call it, that was fluff.
You think that was fluff? Okay. I don't, because that was telling the story about what's, what they're trying to do, where they're going, stuff like that. So I don't think that was fluff. And I don't even think that lasted 30 minutes, to be honest with you, but okay. So that's New Hope. Empire Strikes Back?
Okay, Empire Strikes Back. It's been so long since I've seen this. Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, there's no fluff in Empire.
Let me come back to that one.
Right.
Return of the Jedi. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear it.
A lot of stuff with the Ewoks when they were on Andor trying to get that thing down, the screen and stuff down. The parts when they were on Andor or whatever with the and C-3PO thought he was the god or whatever, that kind of stuff. A lot of that stuff was fluff and boring to me. I was like, okay.
So I can give you where they're telling the Ewoks the story and stuff like that to get the Ewoks to help them. I can give you that, but that's like 10 minutes. It's not like we got a whole episode of just walking in. Oh, look at this. Wow.
That episode was ass. I can't believe it. Wow.
I agree with you 100% though, Shifty.
I don't.
Unbelievable. I don't get it. Like, Shifty's actually like, yo, that episode was trash. And then he's like, nope.
I ain't said it's nowhere good as last week's episode as far as excitement, but it had, I'm going to use the same words that some of these other YouTubers talk about. It's character development. We got the story. They're putting up in place. We predicted some of the stuff is going to happen. She's going to more, May is going more to the good. I think after this conversation you had with Soul, and Osha's going to go to the bad because he's kind of appealing to whatever inner dark side in her. We predicted that. But now the stuff that he's talking about, we didn't know. And now they set up the story. They set up episode 7. Episode 7, I think, is going to start. That green lady, she knows something. Soul probably going to now. I don't know how they're going to reveal what Soul tells to Osha. Whether or not they're going to let us see that, or they're going to see us in flashback. But he's going to tell her all the heinous things he did, or either heroic things he did, and to sway her. And then they're gonna. I guarantee it's going to be a fight between. If he's not the master, it's going to be a fight between him and the Sith person, and Osha and the daughter, Osha and May. They're going to be, next time we see her, she's going to have her own lightsaber and all kinds of stuff. And it's going to be next episode, either going to start that fight and they're going to finish it on 8, or they're going to reveal who the master, if there is one. If Soul not the master, I'm not sure who's going to be the master.
Did you like that whip lightsaber?
I thought it was pretty cool.
I did not like that at all. I did not like that at all. Because now, again, here's the issue. You add that whip lightsaber into the Star Wars, so how come no one else has a whip lightsaber ever again? You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't like that. The direction was awful. Certain shots lingered for way too long. I literally thought my stream froze when Soul was at the computer stream after slamming his fist on the table. Go ahead, Danny. You were going to say something?
It probably did freeze because mine froze a couple of times. Not necessarily, because if you look in the New Republic, I mean the what's the thing? The game, not the High Republic, but what's the other one? The Old Republic. Mm-hmm. We see a Jedi using the double-edged lightsaber, and they were saying that's like taboo as a Sith weapon. So we see that way before we see Darth Maul. So there's some things they just pull out the closet, so to speak, some things they keep in there.
Yeah, but I don't mind a double lightsaber because that at least still sticks to what a lightsaber is. But now you got a lightsaber that comes out and moves like a whip.
No problem with it.
No,
Shoot, I wish you seen that one when Bruce Lee had the nunchuck lightsabers. I'd love to have that right there, boy.
That was fire. But you wouldn't want that type of weapon because
I would. If I knew how to use it.
yeah, you're right. You'd have to know how to use it. That's for sure.
They use the force. I'd cut somebody to death with them suckers, boy. Yeah. Then that one we saw. Then there are a lot of things you see that we saw the umbrella lightsaber on what was it? Tales of the Jedi.
The umbrella lightsaber.
Yeah, you remember that the animation, like the Japanese animation. That one Sith had like the lightsaber, that was like an umbrella.
Oh yeah. But that was ass. I didn't like that show. I only like maybe 2 episodes on that.
I'm just saying, there's some things we see that.
Yeah, but that's
in the Star Wars lore.
That's not canon though.
Everything ain't got to be canon, bro. As long as it's good.
I don't know. For me,
y'all stuck on canon, man.
A little bit.
Canon. I mean, there is no canon when somebody else owns something. Canon can change.
Yeah, you can change it to whatever you want to if you buy it 100%. But that don't mean you're making it good. You could change something and make it bad. And to me,
I agree. I definitely agree.
To me, you see, that's why it's for me when it comes to prequels, it's hard because when the minute you introduce something new in a prequel, then you're gonna have to ask yourself, well, why wasn't it in regular? Why didn't no one have that type of lightsaber before? Right? You had all these Star Wars movies, these shows, Clone Wars, cartoons, and all of that stuff, and never seen anything like that. And now all of a sudden we get a lightsaber like that.
But I disagree with you on that because I think it depends on how they write it. Because, prime example, if you watch the Star Trek with James Kirk, which is supposed to be the original, and then you go watch what's the what's the one with Pike?
You're talking Strange New Worlds?
Strange New Worlds. Now Pike was before Kirk, but Pike stuff looked more advanced than Kirk's. Yeah, but and with the show with the black captain, old girl Spock's sister, but they write it so smartly, and the writing is so good that it makes sense. You don't really see that.
Well, I mean, you kind of do because even when it comes to the prequels, right? The prequels are totally different than the originals, right? But that's just the technology of the movies, like what they could do. If they were to remaster Star Trek, they would make it look more like modern day.
Because in the video with the Star Trek with Spock's sister, they got that personal transporter where they can touch themselves and be anywhere on the ship. They don't have that in Kirk. They don't even have that in Picard them time. They're gonna get on them pads. But you remember they
but they didn't get that until they went 100 years into the future.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, if they went to 100 years into the future and then brought it back, why can't we see that now? Why couldn't they reverse engineer that? And now
But they didn't. But they didn't bring it back though. They're in the future now. They're what they're doing now in Discovery is totally like 100 years after Kirk. Like they went into the future. I think it's even more than 100 years. But they went into the future. So all that new stuff you see now where they have to tell, that's because they're in the future.
But don't they come back to the past? They get back to the past?
No, they never do.
Their regular time?
No, they never do. Once I think it's at the end of season 3, where they go into the future, they never go back into the past. They're stuck in the future. Yeah. So everything that you're seeing is in the future. His Shifty said, also, Steinberg may not be the best actress. She's so dramatic as Osha drinking that water after smelling it after she woke up. Wedge appeared in one of those Vision cartoons. It was sort of canon. No, it wasn't. There was a whip in the 85 Star Wars Marvel comic. Don't care. Not canon. It was electric, though. And I'll be honest with you. Even in Phantom Menace, right? I mean, I'm used to it now, but when they were using those electric kind of, the robots were using those electric kind of swords, I was like, you know what I mean? But I get it. But it's George Lucas, so he could do whatever he wants to. I mean, it's Kathleen Kennedy's; they can do whatever they want to too. But they're just destroying it. I don't like it.
Wow.
I don't like the way.
I don't disagree with you about they really hurting Star Wars, but to me, I don't understand some of the arguments. Because like it'd be like last week, just using Brian, he was dead set against the writing. So the writing didn't make any sense. It was stupid. It was blah 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 blah. This episode, everything flowed to me and connected. A went to B, B went to C, C went to D. It didn't skip from A to B, then back. A to D, then back to B, then let's go jump to F, then come back to C. To me, everything flows straight.
I would like to. I like to hear what they say about this episode. You know what I mean? To me, it just like
to me it's set up. To me, it's set up. To me, it's going to set up the whole thing for Thursday. I mean, for the 7th episode and the 8th episode. So
what up,
I'm
Rob?
very. So Rob, I think you're going to be right there. The sisters may switch. That's what I said that last week, and where we saw today, this leads me to believe. Cause I think when she put on that helmet, and then I don't know whether they was playing a tribute to Darth Vader, because it sounded a whole lot like Vader when he first put his helmet on for the first time in the Revenge of the Sith. That's the shades I got from it just now. And
well, just to be sure, I was the first one to call the switch. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'm talking about on the show, on his show.
Yeah. But I think that they are gonna do that switch. But I think I don't see it ending with one of them dying or something like that. They're gonna end up either teaming up together, maybe fighting the Sith or something like that. But they're gonna switch for a bit. And then maybe May's going to say, I was wrong, don't believe him, blah, blah, blah. And she's going to come back, and then they're going to team up together, and they're going to have to fight. I got a
feeling that Soul's going to die, and that Sith is going to die, and then the Jedi are going to seal those. That
maybe
from the rest of them. So that's when that guy, and I think they're going to keep it real close to the chest. So maybe that guy that said we hadn't seen the Sith in millennia, maybe he don't know if that green lady is hiding something, or she seals it, or the High Council tell her to seal it, don't tell anybody else.
So we were thinking it was Soul, but at the same time, I don't think it's Soul. I really don't. I think Soul is actually going to tell her what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't. But there's a possibility, like I said, it could be him, and we find out that Soul is his master. And that's when Osha and May have to team up to fight them with the Green Lady. That could be a possibility.
But if it still can be canon, that guy with the cone head and the thing that said that he's right now, he's on the second tier of the council, and he's younger. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Then he says on the other video, we hadn't heard of the Sith in millennia. If she goes there, because that's why she handling herself. I need to go and handle this myself. So she's trying to clean this mess up. So if she can clean this mess up, she probably gonna seal all the records, and nobody can make access to it. But maybe her and the High Council, and maybe not even Yoda, because maybe she might seal it up. Maybe she got the authority to seal it up, or don't discuss it or delete certain files. And then if she does that, then that still be canon what he said.
So
because he don't have knowledge of it. Nobody has knowledge of that Sith now, except that team owned the planet with her, the bald green lady.
Yeah. Rob said maybe May's love will bring her back. The director said it's based off the show Frozen, and then the green chick is shady. Yeah. One of them is shady, that's for sure. It's either going to be the green chick or it's going to be Soul. Yeah. But like Shifty was saying, oh no, it's the Knights of Ren. He said he wanted the power of two. That is Sith.
Yeah.
That is Sith.
No, that's also that witch thing too. That's the chant of that witch of the of the black lady, the queen, the witches.
Yeah, but they said power of one, power of two, power of many. It's just a chant. But what we know when it comes to the Sith is the power, the
Power of
rule of
two.
two, right? And he said he wants a two, which means he's a Sith. So there's no going back on that. At least that's what it sounds like.
I think he got some of the Sith teaching. I don't know if he's a full Sith yet.
You might not be a full Sith
because he knows about it, and because she even said the feelings he was talking about leads to the dark side, so they know the dark side exists, even at her level.
Yeah. Rob said Knights of Ren, bro. They weren't even around. The Knights can't even use the Force. Well, that's the theory that they were coming up with last week. They were saying no, it was Knights of Ren, and I was like, no, he's a Sith, because I used the analogy. It's like it says, oh, you guys would call me a Sith, but I would say, and I use the analogy, I'm colored, but you would say I'm black, and I am black. So you know what I mean? It's kind of the same thing. And now when he says, I want the power of two, that to me is a direct hint to him being a Sith.
Yeah. I think that somebody, the master, came across it some kind of way. I don't know whether they found a Sith holocron or killed somebody and tapped into the dark side of it. Or I don't know if they're trying to say this is what the first Sith. I don't know, but somebody he knows something. He knows something. He's heard that word somewhere. So I don't know whether this person is using it because if they hadn't heard of the Sith before, then why would he use it to Soul?
Yeah.
He said, you would call me a Sith. So it's been spoken somewhere in the Jedi Academy. I don't know whether it's something the masters say or something, whatever. Or maybe that's the first time you ever heard of it.
Well, everybody knows what a Sith is. It's just they haven't been seen for a millennium, right? So that means we know that there's Sith around. They know they are. It's just that they haven't seen them. So now what this guy is doing is making it seem like, he's one of the Sith that popped out, maybe trying to do something. So maybe they will hide it some sort of way, like you said, because you're right. He didn't get to send the message. Nobody really understood the message. And when he got the message, they didn't really say anything about who killed who or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
but she knows because she said, what do you see? And he pretty much described what happened. Somebody that's erratic, strong in the Force.
Yeah.
And then he started making the accusation that Soul did it.
Yeah.
So she knows something. She knows Soul didn't do it. So
yeah. Said, I will say this, the show has intrigued me for new episodes every week. I'd say Danny too, and it does put up messages for me. I just think it's like really kind of like, they played Kylo's theme, and Leslie Anna said it was used for a reason. She can't tell why yet, though. Knights of Ren isn't even in this time period. Plus, Kylo was the only knight to use the Force. I think he is just a wannabe Sith. He wants to be a Sith, but isn't a real Sith. I agree with that. He said Nzo is correct. What was I correct about? Lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I still say with the official Twitter account sharing the character's bio of Quorum dancing around him being Sith means he may not be a Sith. But here's the thing, though, and like I said, you're saying they dance around it, but they could be dancing around it because they just don't want to let people know yet, right? That's a mystery. That's what people are checking in. Is he a Sith? Is he not a Sith? Right? So it just because they're dancing around it doesn't necessarily mean he's not that. It's just they're not going to put that information out there when they haven't really addressed it in the show yet. The term acolyte in the new canon novels means Sith fanatics. I got you. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So to me, it seems like he is a Sith. So we'll see how they get around that.
Yeah, I think he's a wannabe. I don't know if he's full yet. Maybe this is a test. He got to get his own pupil or something that the master's try. I don't know.
That could be possible too, because if there's a master, then that could mean he's trying to, get his own apprentice, because it's always the ruler too, right? So maybe he wants to get an apprentice so they can kill the master.
The ruler 2 came after Darth Bane. Darth Bane created the ruler 2 because the Sith were fighting against each other so bad and killing each other.
But how long ago was that, though?
I'm not sure the time period, but I'm saying the ruler 2 has always been a Sith thing. The Sith were just were great in number, just like the Jedi. But then when they start doing a lot of infighting and fighting for power and all that kind of stuff, Darth Bane tricked the king of the Sith to kill him with some kind of forced thought bomb or something. And he tricked the king to use that, and he killed all the Sith that were on that planet except him. And then he found an apprentice, I think a female, I can't think her name. I read the book. It's been years I read the book. But then he became, because when the Sith were plentiful, they didn't go by the term Darth. But when Darth Bane went in there, he learned all the Sith history. Then he took the name Darth after he wiped out all the other Sith, and then he became Darth Bane. And then he developed the ruler 2. There can only be a master and a pupil, because there's so much infighting between all the Sith trying to fight for power.
Yeah, trying to kill each other. Yep. Rob said Bane was 1,000 years ago. So 1,000 years before this show, or because this show is only 100 years.
It's 100 years before the Phantom Menace.
So then Bane was before this show. So that would make sense then. Danny, what you're saying would make sense. So I don't know, it's interesting. Like, I'm not going to say I hate the show 100%. I don't hate the show. I do not hate it. I just think it's a little slow, but it does keep you intrigued for the next episodes. I'll agree with that 100%. I just don't like the way they end in these shows, man.
Yeah, but the way they end it, man, makes you want to see the next one. So they're doing their job.
But remember, Kylo wasn't a Sith either. Exactly. Just like Rey wasn't a Jedi. You know what I mean? And so, 100%. He wasn't a Sith either.
So I can't wait to Sunday. I want to see what Brian said, because he always dances on that horse about character development. I thought this week was character development for Quimir, whatever his name is, and now we've seen the kind of dark side of Soul. Now with this whatever the green haired lady is, you're learning more about them. I'll start to invest in more so than anybody else the Sith. He's the most interesting character on this show to me.
The bad guy?
The bad guy.
Yeah, he is. I think they're using him really well too. Again, I said just for me, it's slow. That's all. He said episode 4 was the only bad episode in my opinion. Episode 4 was really bad. And again, I don't hate every other episode, but like I've said at the end of each one, except for the last one, is they're kind of slow, they're kind of boring. You know what I mean? But I understand the intrigue, and if you're interested in that, 100%. They could easily cut this down to a tight 2-hour movie afterwards. 100%. I think and I said this before, it probably would have worked better as a movie.
It would have. Right? The only bad side is the movie, you're only going to talk about it 2, maybe 3 weeks. This right here, they get us on the hook for 8 weeks.
Right, because even bad publicity is still publicity, right? So it doesn't really matter whether they're getting good or bad. Yeah. People are talking about the show every week, which I agree with you 100%. For me, I just think it would work better as a movie, because then those slow parts, like for me, wouldn't be as prominent, because it would move right into the next episode or the next scene. You know what I mean? It's just when you have a full episode and nothing really happens, then I'm like, okay, yeah. But he said movie, agreed. Still bummed about Jackie. You know what? I to be honest with you, usually people don't die. So it was good to see people die in this show. Like, I'm just gonna say it. It was good to see death. That, to me, when you have death, that brings stakes to a show. You know what I mean? So that to me is like, hey, you don't know what's gonna happen at the end. Anybody can die. Soul can die. The green girl could die. You know what I mean? So it's good. It brings stakes. Hold on, let me get rid of that.
I am shocked with this. The Rotten Tomatoes score, the critics give it 83%. The audience give it 14%. Wow.
Yeah. You knew that was gonna happen, though, bro.
That's some serious Star Wars hate there, buddy.
Stabbed her 3 times. Yes, I know. And I was like, at least someone finally died from lightsaber stabs, right? Thank God he made sure he got her 100%. And he did the shish kebab too, right?
Yeah,
Stabbed them through the same.
when he pulled them, they're getting very valid on Disney Plus. Boy, I can't believe it.
That was good. But yeah, I think that's definitely the review bombing crap though, Danny.
Yeah, there's no way. There is no way this should be that low for the audience. Not my opinion. It could be at least in the 30s.
You know what? I'm not gonna. I think people are hating it because they just want to hate Disney Star Wars stuff, right?
That's
And
it.
they're not really objective on actually, okay, it's not that bad. Like we had the Book of Boba Fett, guys. We had the Book of Boba Fett. You cannot get any worse. Well, Andor, but there are a few people that like Andor, but I think Book of Boba Fett is universally hated, except for maybe Danny. Right?
I don't hate it because see, I like to use definitions. Y'all don't like to use definitions. It's trash. He's not a badass. Okay, facts. I looked this up. On screen time, Boba Fett maybe had a maximum of 15 to 20 minutes of screen time. How can you establish he's a universal bad butt? You can't do it. Anyway, he was young back then. He fell into the Sarlacc pit. Age went with the what you call them, the people.
Which one? The Sand
people? Sand people. I know with the Sand people. He learned their culture. He learned their language. He's older. He's at least 20, 30 years older now. So you're not going to be this young, impulsive. I'm going to destroy you with this grenade, incinerate you with the grenade, that kind of stuff. But he did all that stuff to get. First, he went and took over a man castle. Coming there, shoot him cold blood, boom, sitting on the man throne, and he dead on the floor. Then he survived the Sand people. You got to have some kind of badass gene in you to do that. Then he goes to the bar, steals all the bikes. Then he teaches the people how they went and attacked the Pikes. And the Pikes supposed to be one of the baddest group of people in all of the universe. He defeated them. Then he came back. He beat Black Chewbacca. Turned him to his side. Then he got on back of a dragon or whatever you call them, a Rancor, and defeat the rest of the people. So I mean,
man, the minute they put him in a dress, I knew it was going to be a problem.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but that little thing he had on looks like he had on a dress.
Wow.
And the minute they did that, I was like, yeah, we're going to have a problem. And I was correct. We had that. We had the techno music. And then we had the Power Rangers. 100%.
Wow.
100%. I like Book of Boba Fett outside the tech kids and the slow ass cut. Of course you liked it, Shifty. You liked it. It didn't matter if he was bad mother effer. This show was horribly written, directed, and acted. 100%. 100%.
I don't understand. Well, this is just me. Maybe we're different levels of Star Wars fans. If you like a character and Boba Fett was beloved, why would you not want a story that's going to showcase what he's been through? And you got to admit to this. The 20-year-old version of Danny and the 20-year version of Nzo is not the 50-year-old version of Danny and the 50-year-old version of Nzo. Things we did in our 20 years, 20 and 30s, we can't do now.
Yeah, but Boba Fett still was supposed to be a badass bounty hunter. Now, hold on. And I got a counteraction because I know you said you only see, but when we seen Avengers and we seen Thanos smile at the end of that show, we didn't have to see to know that Thanos was going to be a bad mother effer, right?
Yeah, but that's cosmic. He's a god. Boba Fett is just a regular man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You don't need to have like a whole hour or a whole movie of him to know you're a badass. What he did in Empire Strikes Back, right? He was the only smart one to wait around and wait for Han Solo and them to go off with the garbage, and then he followed them. He beat them to where, so he actually had to understand, okay, they're projected to go here. Boom. So he had to beat them there along with Darth Vader and then beat them there. Not only beat them there, they had to corrupt Lando to lie and, you know what I mean? Trap his friend. They had to do all of that before Han even got there. Now, if that's not some badass stuff, bro.
That's a lot of Vader work, bro.
Huh?
That was a lot
What's
of Vader
that?
work. That was a lot of Vader work. If you
I know, I agree.
you see somebody 7 foot tall carrying a red lightsaber and sound like James Earl Jones and throwing people around.
Have a good night, Rob.
And blocking later, Rob, and blocking blasters with his hand. What you gonna do with that?
No, I 100%. That once they got in there, yes, I agree. But the reason why they were able to find him was because Boba Fett, right? And he was the only bounty hunter that was smart enough to understand what Han was doing it. Now, hold on. What they did in Phantom Menace is they showed that he was there when Obi-Wan did that trick. So he knew that, you know what I mean? He's seen the signs of when Han did it because he was, yeah. So they kind of added that in there too as well. But I don't know, man. I'm like I said, I'm not hating it. You know, I'm not hating it at all. I think it is intriguing. I just think it's boring, and I think it would have worked better as a movie. I don't think I would have if I could, like, if they were to do like Obi-Wan and put it all together, because they put Obi-Wan together, put it in theaters, I probably wouldn't go see it. But if they put it all together, cut out some few parts, and made like Shifty said, a 2.5 hour movie or so, I think it would work. I think it would
be 2.5. If they make a good an hour and a half, I'd be good with that. 90 minutes.
Yeah. Because I think there's a lot of stuff that they can actually cut out.
They could have cut out episode 4. Or they could have cut episode 4 down to 15
They could have
minutes.
cut down. Facts, 100%. We didn't need to see all of that. Tamara keeps asking for a season 2 of what, this show? I mean, it's Star Wars, so just get some better writers, man. You know what I mean? And I'll say this again: just get people that know how to do TV series, right? They know how to catch you in the first, and then they know how to give you that cliffhanger at the end, because you have to have that at the end of every episode. And I see they trying to do this a little bit in this show, but I just think that there's a lot of stuff that just like, okay, can we move on past this? Oh, the guy that plays Boba. I got you.
You want a season 2 of Boba Fett? Book of Boba?
Yeah, no. He just wants money. He's broke. He wants some of that Disney money. So he don't care. They're like, yeah, you give me the worst script ever, I'll do it if you pay me properly. I'd do it.
Would too. Thank you.
You know what I mean? You put me in, as long as I'm not gay, but you can put me in the gayest Star Wars movie ever. I don't care. I'll be a background character.
I don't know about all that now.
No, like I said, as long as I'm not the gay one, you know what I mean? But I'd do this. I'd be an Acolyte.
I'd be one of Jedi.
Yeah, me too.
Danny, you're only going to make it 2 episodes. Okay, how much? 100,000? Okay, go ahead. Let's rock.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. You could put me in one of the worst lore-breaking Star Wars movie ever, the one that people hate to hate. You could put me in that if you pay me right. Yes, I will do it.
Shoot,
yes.
I'd be a little rat walking around there.
I would be Danny, we said it before and I'll say it again. I would be the monkey. Yes, pay me properly, I will be the monkey. Oh God. You're damn right.
I even have a banana blaster. Is this blaster shaped like a banana? Yep, you're right.
It'd be like, yo, why did Danny and Nzo do that movie? Because we got paid. That's why.
We got $1 a piece. That's why.
You know what I mean? I don't care what you think about me. It's acting. They wanted me to act like a monkey. I acted like a monkey. Did I bring my culture back 1,000 years? I probably did. But did I get paid for doing it? I did. 100%. Yes.
Oh, goodness. Wow. That's all I can say to that.
I understand the claims of this show now. The British Jedi tonight, or that British Jedi tonight. Oh yeah. But again, to be honest with you, a lot of movies, not just Star Wars, but a lot of movies are using British actors. It's surprisingly when you actually hear them talk in real life, and you're like, "Damn, he was British! Wow!"
Yeah.
You know.
I'm telling you, man. I know you don't like it, man, but this the season finale of Interview with the Vampire. And that guy talked because after the show they do like behind the scenes, and he's talking. The guy that plays Louis is talking like he's British, but man, boy, he killing this Louis. Yep. He is so much. He is so much better than the guy that played. What's the guy playing Troy? Brad Pitt.
Oh, Brad Pitt. Yeah.
He is so much better than Brad Pitt to me.
Is he playing the same character that Brad Pitt was?
Yeah, Brad Pitt. Yeah, he's playing Louis, and then the guy that played Tom Cruise. I think the guy that's playing Lestat name is Sam Reed. I don't know him. I don't know his work, but he's killing it as Lestat too.
Isn't one of them black?
Yeah, Louis is black,
and he's playing the character that
Brad Pitt played. Yes.
How do they explain the fact that he's black now?
That this is in Louisiana back in like the 30s. He was like a pimp, and he on like the black side of the town, and all. Hey, it works.
Okay. That's all I want to know. Did they explain that like he was white and now he's black, or
no? I mean, there's nothing that says he has to be black or white in the books. I mean, it's just your
okay. So he's just someone playing the character. They don't even mention that.
No. This has not. The TV series has nothing to do with the movie except Anne Rice wrote the story, and they got the different. Okay. I think her son maybe got something to do with it, but man, it's good.
The Louis guy is Greyroom from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He had no penis.
Yeah. And I don't know why they Game of Thrones, but they cut off your penises all the time. It's the craziest thing I ever seen. Like, what? You don't die?
Did you watch the last episode of The Boys, Danny?
I didn't, not yet.
Oh, you didn't watch it yet? Damn. Can't wait till you to watch that one. That one's a good one.
I might watch it tonight because last night I caught up with all of House of Dragon. The night before I caught up with
Interview.
Some of the show, Interview the Vampire. So tonight I'm gonna try and catch up with the boys.
How many days you off for?
Just Thursday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just give us Thursday. I wish they would give us Friday off, but
isn't Friday like the holiday for you guys too, though, or it's just you that has to work?
Thursday. No, Thursday is 4th of July.
Yeah, I know, but don't they usually give you the Friday off too? Because
I'll tell you, give us Friday off for life. It's Christmas. They give us like 2 days. They give us Christmas Eve, Christmas, and usually the day after Christmas. And they usually give us Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving. The other holidays, whatever day it falls on, that's the only day you getting, brother.
Because I work with Canadian Americans, right? So I'm off. Well, because of my birthday, I get a day off paid. So I took tomorrow off, but we're getting the 4th of July off, and then we're getting the Friday off. And the reason why is because a lot of American companies will be closed that day too.
Yeah, a lot of companies may be closed, but
okay,
my sheriff's office will be wide open.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%, 100%. Crime doesn't stop on a holiday.
Yeah, like there was some people that's like, I was signing with my other job, and she said, I went to the sheriff's office and they were closed. I said, ma'am, we're not in New York or New Jersey. We close the police department closes at 5, usually 5 or 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
I say, but the police don't stop. I mean, you call 911 and someone's going to come. I say, but the actual office building, we close Monday through Friday. That's it.
100%.
Yep.
I was gonna say something, I forgot. But we will close it up, guys. Thank you for coming. Make sure to check out the roundtable. It's gonna be definitely interesting. We'll see that. Danny, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on my channel called The Road to Wisdom. Nzo did outstanding. I'm developing a new show. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but it's called Unpacking the Word. And it's going to be probably an hour long, and we're going to be diving down even more deeper into scripture, different questions. I know one of the first questions for those of you who are believers is, who was closer to God, Adam or Moses? So that's going to be one of my main topic questions for topic of discussion.
It's going to be a live stream, Danny, or a video?
Live stream.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, good.
Yeah, and then you can catch me on Wednesday nights on the Hangout, sometime on the OOC, and you can catch me on Stones Live on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. And then for the next couple of weeks, you can catch me on my chat on X or either Chaos Central, along with Nzo and about 4 or 5 others on the roundtable. We'll be discussing this very same episode this Sunday at 8 o'clock. So definitely tune in for it.
Absolutely. Be a great time. You guys know Bigger Ford Entertainment. Tomorrow night will be the OOC. And yes, I don't know if Beaming Come is watching, but I know he usually watches later. There will be the $10 shot night on Thursday night. So we will be taking care of that on Thursday night. So if you guys want some jokes, you got to make sure to turn into that one.
That should be quite entertaining.
It'll be funny, trust me. See how long it takes before I start slurring my speech. You know. But with that being said, guys, thank you very much. We will be outie, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Real bad man, no we paper cans. We take dance into a higher rank. We spend pound and we spend franc. Shut up a new dance and a Jamaica and